Do you ever read the complaints that are made to the motor insurance company? Oh, it's so funny. You ought to read. There's a long list, but I'll just share a few with you today. My car got hit by a submarine. Of course it did. But anyway, the Navy informed the wife of a submariner that the craft was due in port. She drove to the base to meet her husband and parked at the end of the slip where the sub was to berth. An inexperienced ensign was conning the sub and it ran the end of the slip, breaking a section away, causing her car to fall into the water. It really had been hit by a submarine. I mean, you wouldn't believe it if you'd read it, would you? Anyway, the Navy paid up. A house hit my car. Oh, yes? And how much have you been drinking? Well, a house was being moved by a large truck. This person had parked his car on the side of the road quite correctly, and the house began to tilt off the truck and eventually fell off the truck, landing on this car. Eventually, the insurance paid, but not until they'd heard a lengthy explanation and the moving company confirming the story. I mean, something out of fairy tales, isn't it? Another unusual traffic incident was reported where a driver passed a tractor with a trailer full of potatoes heading in the opposite direction. Some of the loose potatoes fell from the load, hitting the car and causing, according to the customer, some small chips to the paintwork. We're sure the claim was small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. Another, I knocked a man over. He admitted it was his fault, for he'd been knocked down before. Poor devil, what a shame.